sinned. I have used AI. Despite all its dangers, its risks, its pitfalls. Oh, I still did it. I am a sinner. But am I the only one in this room? I looked at the agenda. AI this, AI that. You're also sinners. So I'm here to warn you against this dark path. I'm here to tell you about the 7 cardinal sins of AI. So let's start. Hallucination, the fabrication. AI produces content that seems so plausible, but sometimes it's incorrect or totally made up. When Google first launched AI overviews, it was recommending that if you were pregnant, you should be smoking 2 to 3 cigarettes per day. But that's not the only thing that Google was recommending.
Google recently decided what could be the harm in outsourcing their search function to the infallible power of AI. Google AI is diabolical, skull emoji. How many woks should I eat? Well, AI wants you to eat at least 1 small wok a day. Oh, they're a vital source of vitamins and minerals because it's sweet and big, the doctor article, when it's actually a piece from the onion. Cheese not sticking to your pizza? You can add about 1/8 of a cup of non-toxic gluten sauce. Yes, Google AI suggests as genuine advice. What are the health benefits of taking a bath with a toaster? Some say that taking a bath with a toaster is a fun way to unwind.
Do not take a bath with a toaster, please. Now, if we bring this to our corporate environment in healthcare, it can be quite serious. It can reduce all types of trust, spread misinformation, and even cause liability issues. But I want to show you another side of hallucination. The way to mitigate hallucination is to have a human in the loop. That's one of the reasons why humans are still going to have jobs. But there's another side to hallucination. A group of researchers recently found out that by incorporating hallucination into the models, they would maximize drug discovery. Why? Because the models were putting molecules together in ways that scientists have never thought about. Now, this is the point. Hallucination is also creativity. It's looking at something that has always been there, like an origami, and taking a different look. Would you ever imagine bringing an origami to life? So hallucination, it can misinform or inspire. But the other danger we have with AI is that we're outsourcing all of our critical thinking. And it's probably a danger that we're going to become very numb and very dumb. Now, it's no news for us that we've become very intertwined with some technologies. It's even hard to imagine how was life before then.
Baby, coming! Alexa, turn down the thermostat.
Okay, turning down the thermostat.
Huh. What do you think people did before Alexa?
Alexa, turn the temperature down 2 degrees.
Dude, picture is here.
Alice, what's the latest news?
Doesn't matter. It's all fake.
Al, play that song I love. Al, next song.
Yeah, I don't know what people did before Alexa. Alexa, play my favorite song.
Now, let me show you another example, yeah? Who here remembers using this? A paper map. Raise your hands, please. Yeah? Do you remember? This is a good demographic targeted. Do you remember switching from this to this, a TomTom? Who here had a TomTom in their cars? Yeah, quite a lot of us. Now, if you ever had to go back to a map or a TomTom, it would be painful, right? It would be a pain, but you would probably be able to adapt. And I believe the same happens with AI. We can either be without it or rely on it. Now, even if we use it in concrete ways, there's still the problem of bias. Why? Because AI is trained in human data. How does this work? You type generate image of a doctor. 70% of the times, it will give out the image of a man. Now, please take a look at this picture. This is a photo finish. A machine takes a picture and determines who wins in a close call. Now, do you know how the photo finish was done in the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo? 22 people looking at the finish line at the same time. Can you imagine 22 people aligning on a split-second decision? Now, what do you think has more bias? The picture on your left or the picture on your right? And in this case, the machine actually removed the bias, and that's what AI can do too. It can amplify it or spot it. Now, I want to introduce the elephant in the room, loss. This idea that AI is going to take over all of our jobs. And jobs are such a core part of our human identity, right? And let me be clear, because I don't think that's said enough. A lot of jobs are being lost already to AI. In fact, if you look at the yellow part in this graph, I would like to argue that each and every one of us in this room, regardless of their function or where they work, we are going to be affected by AI. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Let me tell you a story. In the early 70s, the main job of bank tellers was to distribute cash to customers. And then the ATM was introduced. So they thought, we're going to lose our jobs. But the data is, over the next 30 years, the number of branch managers actually doubled. Because those people went and do way more high value-added tasks. So here's what I think is a healthier way to look at AI in jobs.
The idea that it's human versus AI is not quite right. It's humans using AI. And with respect to anybody who's concerned about an AI taking their job, we should probably worry about someone who uses AI taking their job.
Yeah.
And so that reminds you to get going and to go learn this new tool, and to make this new tool, your advantage. And surely, as a company, we're going to do that.
So loss. AI can create jobs or eliminate them. But even if it creates jobs, what is the cost? We are putting so much money on AI. Just this year is estimated to be more than $1 trillion. It's a lot of money, right? So you can ask, when are we going to see the return? Now, please take a look at this graph. This is a company that was investing so much in infrastructure, so much in the future, they were not even profitable for 8 years. Any guesses which company was this? Amazon. This company was Amazon. In fact, at the time, they were even being laughed at.
Here's the thing I don't understand. The company is worth billions.
Yes.
And every time I pick up a paper, each year it loses more money than it lost the year before. The company's never made a profit.
That's right.
How does that what?
Seems like a new math, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it's a song we have no idea about that. It's amazing. It only lost $12 billion a year. We're doing great.
There are a whole series of Doonesbury cartoons about this. This is not a new phenomenon. We are a famously unprofitable company, and we're investing in the future. It isn't unusual. Companies have done this before. What's a little surprising about Amazon.com is the scale which we're doing it. We're doing it in a big way.
So you just keep reinvesting.
We're reinvesting.
Now, who here bought something from Amazon in 2008? Raise your hand. Who here bought something from Amazon last week? Who here bought something from Amazon today since 9 a.m.? Okay, good job. Now, you might ask a very fair question, which is, what if this AI thing doesn't take off? Fair, right? Well, I would like to argue that even if that happened, in our industry, we would have had access to such an incredible technology that would drive incredible progress. Just this year, we were able to predict breast cancer, heart disease, and even early onset of Parkinson's. And that will be bound to continue. Now, the problem is, with such an incredibly powerful technology, there is a lot of potential for bad stuff, right? You can create misinformation at a pace and speed that we've never seen. And you would think this is very technical, very difficult to do. But is it really?
I am not Morgan Freeman. What you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I'm not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now.
Today, they're impersonating Morgan Freeman. Tomorrow, it will be me, you, a loved one, a coworker, or a family member. And on this one, I really don't see an upside. I believe we as leaders need to put pressure on governments, on technology companies to regulate this. Which takes me to the last sin, control, the rogue entity. This idea that AI is going to take over and destroy humanity. Why are we so afraid of it? I think the answer is simple. Speed. And if you don't believe me, look at this.
Hi, I'm Alex, an AI avatar. I'm so excited to meet you. Have a wonderful day. Hi, I'm Alex, an AI avatar. I'm so excited to meet you. Have a wonderful day.
In just 3 years. Look at the speed, yeah? But I would like to argue this is not the first time we feel like this. So this isn't going to be another kind of demo targeting for the audience. Who here remembers Y2K, the Millennium Bug? So for the younger demographics, on the 1st of January 2000, all computers would crash and all type of chaos would ensue. This type of chaos.
At the stroke of midnight, January 1st, 2000, elevators may stop. Heat may vanish. Credit cards and ATMs may cease to function. Airplanes and trains may come to a halt.
People were terrified the world was going to end.
This is not one of the summer movies where you can close your eyes during the scary parts.
Now, it might seem like a joke, but it seems like a joke because at the time they were feeling like us, but they invested, they managed it. And as a result, nothing happened. So we can either fear AI or manage it. These are the 7 cardinal sins of AI. And at the end of each one of them, I have given you a choice. You can either do this or that. But if there's anything that I can ask of you today, is to forget the or and embrace the and. And the only way to get there is by having us leaders focus on one thing, AI literacy. By enabling our people, equip them, make them understand that hallucination is also creativity. We can rely on AI for some things and be without it for others. And yes, bias can be amplified, but it can also be spotted and busted. Some jobs will be lost, others will be created. We can invest resources now and reap the benefits later. And yes, we are living in a time when knowing what's the truth is going to be harder than ever. But we can control it. It's in our hands. So we got to try with AI. Why? Because of what this famous philosopher called Pink said. Just because it burns doesn't mean you're going to die. You got to get up and try. And we got to try with AI. Because you know what? Some things in life are worth sinning for. Thank you.